Are we back? Yes, no. Shut up, A Styles. I don't know what happened. I think maybe having Excel open crashed it because I was like, I had this screen where it was showing my stream, and it literally just said stream ended 60 seconds ago. I'm like, what? Wait, what the fuck? What just happened? I was in the middle of talking. I really don't know what the fuck was going on. But no matter. We're back. It's gonna be a bitch trying to edit that shit together later. Well, for me, because I don't know anything. What's going on with my computer? The shit crashes again. I'm gonna restart the computer, but I don't know. We'll see. It's like I'm going down to the bottom and it's not bringing up the bar for me to switch between stuff. Interesting. Okay, at least the gameplay is going. Uh, Microphone's working. Yeah, okay. It's all right. Did I ever watch Total Recall? Yes, that's one of my favorite movies in general. I, I went on it was like a very mini Schwarzenegger kick. I didn't really like watch a bunch of movies, but I watched a few at that time, and I love Total Recall. I think I do I have that movie? Yeah, I think I have the 4K Blu-ray of it. Welcome back, Ace. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Never had that happen to me actually. I've had it freeze on me before, but
Heads up,
never
Bentley.
just
You're about to
straight
come
up
under
end
fire.
stream.
Get to the blimp's turret and stay sharp.
But I guess it'll push me to do what I was gonna do anyway, which was post the gameplay streams as like actual videos, especially for the nights when I doze off, so I can edit that shit out. 'Cause that shit be embarrassing, but it happens. You get tired, have a few beers, you get more tired. Kindergarten Cop, yes, I grew up watching Kindergarten Cop. I have that movie on Blu-ray also. Love that movie. And fun fact for people, you can actually you can see the school that they filmed that movie in the background of the Goonies because they filmed it like 2 blocks away from where Mikey's house is. Astoria, Oregon. I knew that was gonna happen. Fucking bitch. Jaws. Yeah, I've seen Jaws one time and it was a couple years ago, so I need to rewatch it. But I remember liking it. God damn it. Fucking bitch. Yeah. Let you go first. Reservoir Dogs is a good one too. Yeah, I've seen almost every Tarantino movie. He he was like my favorite director for a long time. He probably still is to an
You
extent.
really should
But
watch where you're going. This place is
I've seen
dangerous.
Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1 and 2,
Don't you dare! That eye is
Django,
mine!
Inglourious
Mine!
Bastards, Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I haven't seen Jackie Brown, and I feel like there's like one other one I'm missing.
Heads up, Bentley. You're about to come under fire. Get to the
I mean,
blimp's
From Dusk
turret
Till
and
Dawn, but
stay
he didn't
sharp.
direct that movie. But
Okay,
I haven't
I
seen
can
that
do
one
this.
either.
I can do
Heat?
this.
No, I haven't seen Heat. That's a movie I need to add to the list. The rest of them I'm gonna type in my phone, and I'll put it on the spreadsheet later. in case that was what caused the ship to
That
crash.
is king. Parry, strike. I'm the Lizard King.
Bitch, you ain't Jim Morrison.
Or
Oh, this bitch juking me over here.
this'll hurt. That did it.
Got
The
him.
sky's all clear.
All right, let me type in
Okay,
heat.
guys, I'm heading out for our rendezvous.
Come back here, Contessa. That getaway blimp.
From Dusk Till
won't
Dawn is a
save
classic.
you.
Yeah, see, I know like I've seen like little bits and pieces of it,
The
but
carburetor's shining
I just never watched the
and
whole
the
thing.
blimp's descending at a decidedly unsafe rate. I'm going down.
But
Down.
my
Down.
what's everyone's favorite Tarantino movie? Mine, I always say is Django. I think Django is like a
That
perfect
eye
movie.
belongs to me, and I want it back.
No way. You think I'm crazy? Actually, on second thought, don't answer
And if
that.
it's not
I really
if it's
don't
not
want your
Django,
professional
then it's
opinion.
Pulp
Not
Fiction.
crazy, just stupid. You're an ignorant child playing.
But I said I really like Bastards and Hateful Eight. I'd actually say out of all the ones I've seen,
Then you'll
the
understand why this
Hollywood's
needs to be
probably my least
destroyed.
favorite.
Short-sighted fool.
And then honestly, after that,
I've no
Kill
interest
Bill.
in your
I need to
narrow
rewatch Kill
interpretation
Bill.
of
It's been a couple of
morality.
years,
I'm
and I
above
only
the
watched
law,
those I
above
think once or
good and
twice.
evil.
So
And you think I
maybe
give
I'll
the eye
think
to someone
differently.
that's above morality?
Enough talk, insect. It will be just as easy and more fun to pry it from your cold.
Yeah,
dead
what I
hand.
should do is start. I should get a list together and then have like a top five that to watch, and then do like a poll,
To
and
pry
then
it from your
have
cold,
everyone decide
dead
what the movie
hand.
is that day or week, whatever, depending on how many I can do in a week. And then that way it'll also entice people to want to come watch too. You'll say Pulp Fiction too. Yeah, Pulp Fiction was the first one I watched. Um, what was it? 2015. So I was working at a movie theater in 2015. That's when I got on a little movie kick and was like trying to catch up on some stuff because I was tired of getting made fun of at work. So I remember watching Clockwork Orange, and then I remember watching Pulp Fiction. That was the I think I watched Pulp Fiction before Reservoir Dogs, but I might have watched Reservoir Dogs first because the first time I watched Reservoir Dogs, I think I fell asleep because I watched it really late, so I had to go back and rewatch it. But I remember when I watched Pulp Fiction, I was like, "This is not what I expected this movie to be. Like how it's out of time. Like you have to figure out the timeline in a way." And I was like, "Wow, this is different." But it was so badass, and I loved it. And everyone in that movie is great. You bet D&D is fun with Quentin? Yeah, maybe, depending on what kind of mood he's in and if he likes you, because Quentin can be a little fucking asshole. I've seen him in enough interviews where he's kind of a dick, but in other interviews, he seems like the guy you'd want to sit there and just talk fucking movies all day. Good, that's a good idea. Yes. So I want to start, like I said, I really want to start doing the movie watch along thing because I think it'll entice me more to start actually watching movies if I have people to watch them with. It's like with me, if I'm by myself, I get distracted on my phone or whatever else, and then my girlfriend, like, she has a hard time sitting through a whole movie without having to get up and do something. Like, she's like always on the go. Every once in a while, I'll catch her in a mood where she'll want to lay there and just watch something. Well, like we watch TV shows, we get through shows pretty consistently, but for some reason, movies. And with me, I'm like, hell, we watched 3 episodes of a show today. I'm like, that's a movie right there. We could watch a movie. It would have been shorter, and we still would have, had the time to do it. So I think I'm starting to convince her a little bit more. She talked about maybe on Sundays, if we're not busy on Sundays, we just sit down and watch a movie together, take turns picking. And then I have a little group of people that come over here, or I go to their house like once a week, and we watch shows. Like right now, I got my friend watching through Stranger Things, even though I've already seen it, but it's one of my favorite shows. But we're about to start throwing in movie night, so each week somebody else gets to pick a movie, and you're basically forced to watch whatever. Like if somebody picks some movie that you're like, oh fuck, I don't want to watch this shit. It's like it don't matter. You got to watch it one time. I did that with my mom last year. I made her watch Ghostbusters because I was very late to the Ghostbusters train, and once I got on it, I fucking hands on love that shit. Some of my favorite movies now, but it took a lot of convincing for her. But she ended up liking it, and I knew she would. I'm like, it's like your era, and I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I don't want nothing to happen to her, God forbid. But I'm like, I can't think of you eventually passing away of never seeing Ghostbusters, like something that was out when you were younger than I am now, and like Star Wars. She's never seen Star Wars, so I'm gonna force her to watch those too. At least the original trilogy. I'm like, you gotta watch it. It's fucking Harrison Ford. Ever watch Prison Break? No, I haven't seen that, but I've heard it's really fucking good. That's been like on like a back of my mind type thing to eventually watch. There's a lot of shows I have on my backlog right now also to watch. Like trying to think. I want to watch the new Dexter show because I'm a big Dexter fan, even though they never stick the landing. But I've been hearing this new prequel show is pretty good. Uh, what else? I need to catch up on you. You's okay. I mean, I like that show, but I haven't watched the last season. Didn't really like care to when it came out, but I need to watch it at least. Um, fuck. Based on a true story, I need to watch season two because I like the first season of that show. I feel like there's one other one. Maybe not. Yeah, I can't remember. I can't even remember what the last show I binged through was. Like 2 years ago, I binged through all the Sopranos finally. And I'm actually been thinking I might need to go rewatch that show. Because I love Sopranos, but everyone always says it's the best show of all time, and I'm like, I don't know if it's the best. It's up there for sure, but I'm on the Breaking Bad side of that. I'm the one that says Breaking Bad's better. But I saw a clip of The Sopranos this morning actually, and it made me bust out laughing. I forgot about it completely. I was like, man, I need to rewatch this shit. Your wife's never seen Ghostbusters. Trying to get her to watch it. See, I just try to convince them. I'm like, look, it's an hour and a half. Just literally just watch it once, and if you don't like it, you never have to watch it again. But at least you could say you watched it. It usually works for me after a few times of trying to convince. But Ghostbusters is fucking awesome. Sadly enough, the first one I ever watched was the 2016 one, the one with all the women. I saw that in theaters with some friends, and I know this isn't Ghostbusters, but yeah, this it's just eh. And then the girlfriend I'm with now, she when we started dating, she's like, "You've never seen Ghostbusters, like the original?" I was like, "No, just that one." She's like, "Oh, we're watching that tonight." And I was drinking that night, so I actually fell asleep like at the beginning of the movies, and then it took like another year before I actually sat down and watched it. And I was like, "God damn, I hate myself," because now it's one of my favorite '80s movies. Watch Prison Break first season was amazing. Do you know what is that streaming on anything right now? Because I feel like I never see that show. But I've always heard that that's one of them like shows that not a lot of people talk about, but it's like top tier. Do I ever have I ever watched The Boys? You and your girlfriend would absolutely love it. I promise you. Oh yeah, we love The Boys. She's rewatched The Boys I think like 3 or 4 times. I've seen it twice through I think, but I'm gonna rewatch it again before the new season comes out. And Gen V was pretty good too. I like Gen V, but it's sad that the fucking the guy from Gen V passed away last year. I think he was riding his motorcycle and got in a wreck or something like that. I forgot what his name was, but he's like one of the main guys in Gen V. Finished Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, I actually brought that up again to her the other day. I was like, "You got me on this show. If you're not gonna finish it with me, then I'm just gonna fucking finish it because I really like Trailer Park Boys. I want to get those. I want to get all the DVDs for that show, or at least the first few seasons. So I don't know. I don't know how it holds up. Who died? Uh, what was his name? Let me look it up. Gen V. Chance Perdomo. He played Andre Anderson. That's hold on, let me go to OBS. Let's see. That guy. It's kind of blurry, but there you go. Yeah, Chance Perdomo. He died March 30th of last year. Yeah, he got in a motorcycle accident when he was I think he was actually on the way to go start filming the second season of Gen V. He was riding his motorcycle there. Yeah, traveling through upstate New York en route to Toronto to begin filming second season. They said that his character would not be recast and the second season would be recrafted from an original idea. So I guess they're going to somehow either write his death into the show or, you know, maybe kind of like Fast and Furious where they're like, no, he's alive somewhere in the universe. Trying to get Ray to watch The Boys, he's missing out. Does he just not want to watch it or what's his hang up with it? Because my best friend from high school, he was the one who originally was like, dude, you gotta watch this show. He's like, it's fucking crazy, dude. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. I didn't at the time. I didn't watch any Amazon Prime shit. I was like, nah, I'm good. And then it was with my girlfriend when we started watching it in that first episode when fucking A Train runs through the chick. I was like, okay, this show is art. Like it's not even 5 minutes in, and this shit's already crazy. And saying it's crazy is an understatement because there's some shit in that show that I'm surprised that they got away with. Like, but that's the beauty of streaming. You can pretty much do anything now and not have to worry about TV censorship. You can get Trailer Park Boys 1 through 9 for $30. Really? I was looking up the first few seasons, but I was looking on eBay, so that's probably why. It was like each season was like $10 to $20 or some shit like that. But yeah, I'm sure I could probably find a box set of the whole shit. $30 though, I might have to do that sooner than later. He heard about the boys was being too woke, so it thrown him off of watching it. Eh, I mean, yeah, I can see that with the new season, what people are saying, but it's just like South Park. Like he loves South Park, and what does South Park do? They poke fun at the same group of people that the boys is making fun of. It's all the same shit. It's all in jokes. I mean, the South Park guys they're not out there like rallying and shit, but they've made it clear their beliefs and shit, and people don't give a fuck. It's South Park. That's how the boys is. Like the boys is funny as fuck, and the whole play on with the politics shit. It is what it is. That's why like I try not to let politics or religion or anything get in the way of me liking something. I'm like, if somebody's different, whatever. If I still like, people still listen to Michael Jackson music, regardless of what you think he did. People still listen to R. Kelly, and you know what he did. So, you know, pick your poison, I guess, is how I'm going to put it. But Wraith, hopefully he'll eventually come around to just watching it. Maybe he'll actually think he'll like, what they call it? Like he'll hate watch it, I guess, He'll like get to that point where he's like, oh, now I can talk about this on stream and talk about how stupid this is. Give him something to talk about. You love Homelander. It truly is what superheroes would go through in real life. Yeah, fucking Homelander is a great character. I'm glad he got put into Mortal Kombat, but I wish they would have had the actual actor be a part of it because that guy is fucking great. That was Anthony Starr. Honestly, everybody on that show is great. Butcher, Huey, like all, yeah, just great show. The Boys is another show I'm gonna get on Blu-ray. Those Blu-rays I think are like $20-$30 each. Get the box set, it's cheaper. Yeah, I figured. I just didn't know if they had the complete box set or not. I never looked it up. Good point, so true. Well, with South Park, you're pissed because they left good ideas on the table just because who they support. Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. They they do what they do, and people love it regardless. I thought that even though like it went on a lot longer than it should have. Same with the Integrity Farm shit right now, but it was like what 2 or 3 seasons of Garrison being like basically Trump, which is still funny. But I'm glad with this election cycle, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna make fun of it. Like, what's the point? We've already done that. I'm like, thank you. Like, let's not regurgitate the shit. I mean, sprinkle it in there, obviously, because you got to be current. Like the whole Lizzo shit, that was hilarious. I got pissed. Your wife loves Butcher. The cast is overall top tier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the casting is one of the best parts of that show. All right, give me one sec. Alrighty. Yeah. What was the point I was about to make about that shit? Oh, yeah. One of the only gripes I have about the boys, I fucking hate the name Mother's Milk. Hate that shit so bad. I love the character though, but the name is just, especially when you take into account Homelander and his obsession with milk
Hands up, turtle. Give
from
me
none other than
I said, keep
Allie
your hands
Mills,
up. Now keep your hands up for 10
Karate
minutes
Kid.
I'll be watching.
Oh, the guys are going to kill me.
I even doing damage to her? Oh, okay, I was about to say, like, what the fuck?
Enough.
You can't
You
tell me
show
Mr.
here the
Garrison
era
getting
of
shot
our
wouldn't be
women.
hilarious. Oh, it
I feel
would.
sorry for
I'm
you.
actually
All your
surprised they didn't make fun
education
of
and you
that,
still
but
don't know right from
that
wrong.
might have been a little too touchy. They probably knew that they would
Huh?
get a lot of
I know enough
pissed
not
off
to let
people
my
about
guard
that.
down around an intellectually superior opponent.
I'm surprised they haven't done something about the whole United Healthcare thing, that whole shooting thing.
Check
That
the
seems like
eye.
perfect South Park to make fun of how people
She's got the
some people
eye.
support them and some people don't.
How's this thing work? What's
You'll have to
this
go for
do?
now. You guys have a good
And
night. You'll
this?
stop by your stream more often. I appreciate it, Dustin. You're always welcome here, man. Thanks for stopping in. So my plan is to try to start
Don't worry
streaming
about it,
Monday,
little buddy.
Wednesdays,
I will find a better
Fridays,
way.
sometimes Saturdays. But Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, you can pretty much guarantee I'll stream unless something comes up. And there's some times where I might stream randomly, like tomorrow I could stream depending on what I got going on. But I try to at least lock in Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But you have a good night, man. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, mother's milk. It's terrible. Good one. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good night. Hey, Styles, why you retracting messages? What you saying? Talk shit? Yeah, it's so hard to catch up to this bitch with this tank. Especially, you can't aim the fucking thing. It's so annoying. All you can do is drive.
That tank's almost out of commission. Oh yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'll grab the eye while Carmelita's still stuck
Oh,
in
it
the
was
tank.
political.
Then come
Okay,
around to
well
pick
then
up
good job.
Bentley for a quick exit.
Yeah, I mean we can like slightly touch on some things like with the boys. I just don't want to go. I don't want to go into whole political talks, shit like that, because I'm not gonna act like I know everything about shit, and I also don't
There's
want to hear
nowhere
from
left to
somebody who
run.
9 times
We
out of
both know
10
I
don't
can
know
beat you in a
everything either.
fight.
They just go off of
So why
what
don't
they
you just
see on
hand over the eye?
Facebook and all that
You're
bullshit.
right,
So
in a battle of strength, you've proven yourself. But in this clockwork eye, I can battle in your mind.
oh yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I forgot. I was like, I thought that boss battle was a lot harder than I remember, and this is the part I was thinking about. The bitch starts making you hallucinate. I'll turn this fucking got this little portable heater in here, and it's making it hot as a motherfucker now. Yeah, that works. There we go. Get some fucking air circulating through here. All right. Where'd Ace drop off to? I just noticed he ain't been around for a minute. Do I not use my house heater? We're having it worked on. There apparently there was a leak in like one of the HVAC lines or something, and then there was like a tiny little gas leak or something. So I think it's turned off until tomorrow, pretty much. But it also saves electricity. Or apparently the gas bill was pretty high. I think that's why is because of the leak and shit. But Melissa just bought two of those little ones today, so I swiped one for my room for now because my room was freezing fucking balls in here when I came in here. Let's get some smoke ready, and then we're gonna beat this fucking bitch. so we can move on to the next chapter of this game. So I was thinking about doing just going to God of War after Sly Cooper, and then doing Sly 3 after God of War. But I just did the PS4 version for the Platinum. And growing up, I always didn't really like Sly 3 as much. I still liked it, but not as much as the first two. Liked it a lot better this time, and I got through it real fucking quick. So I might just do it, knock it out. I was surprised how fast I got through that game, actually. And then I also have um I downloaded that Garbage Pail Kids game to play for the Platinum Trophy on stream. But I'll probably save that for a night when I'm listening to music because I was listening to the game soundtrack on YouTube. Like I was watching gameplay of it, and I was like, yeah, it's just kind of repetitive bullshit. So it's not like it's Mario where it's like you kind of want to hear the soundtrack. I don't give a fuck about Garbage Pail Kids. But the game looks fun. I also want to play that, God damn it, you fuckers. That NES style Rugrats game that just came out last year. I was gonna get a physical version of it on PlayStation, but I ended up missing out on it. God, you fucking bitch. Same with Croc. They just did a remaster of Croc, and they had a limited. It wasn't limited run, I don't think. It was some other company like limited run that was doing Switch and PS5 versions, but I missed out on it. But I'll eventually get it because I love Croc. I have the original on PS1, and it'd be fun to go back and play it for a Platinum. Which also reminds me, I have Glover now on PlayStation 5, and there's a trophy list on there, so expect Glover in the next couple of months, I guess. Oh, bitch. Got her. Look at her all spread out. You just got fucked up.
I never would have guessed.
I think I read recently the voice actress for her passed away. I can't remember.
Things hadn't gone exactly to plan.
I want to meet Sly's voice actor, Kevin Miller. He sounds like him when he in his normal
The
talk.
Contessa was arrested and brought to
Fucking
trial for the
trippy.
crime she committed while working for Interpol. Their PR damage control went one step further by promoting Neela, the hero of Prague, to the rank of captain. Carmelita, still on the outs with Interpol, had to run with
I
the
did
rest
meet the
of
guy
us.
who was supposed to voice
To my
Sly in the
surprise
movie
and
that
eternal
never got
delight,
made.
I got to help my favorite
He was at
policeman escape from the
Retropalooza
cops.
22? Yeah, 22.
I tried to put it all out of my mind. This claw business was spiraling
pretty
out
cool.
of control, and I knew that my gang was at the center of it.
Forgot his name though.
We'd be back in action soon enough, but for now, well, we just laid low for a while.
On to John Bisson.
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nunavut Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire. As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. damage. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out.
What up, Carlos Mine?
A product of his time,
Glad you're
he
here.
dreams
But
of taming
I saw
the
today it
wild
said you
north,
subscribed to my
damming every
channel. I was
river
like,
and
that must have
chopping
been a
down all the
mistake. I was like,
trees, with
motherfucker,
progress delivered
unsubscribe
at the
from me.
sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man
I was like, maybe he
against
made a new
nature.
account or
And
something.
yet,
And I clicked
I
on
have
it.
to
And
feel a
I was
little
like, no, that's
sorry
him.
for
So I
him.
was like,
He's
what
just
the
a
fuck,
normal
man?
guy from the 1850s.
But I
Back
figured
in
it was
his
probably
day, he'd be
an
a hero,
accident or some
but
shit.
today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts.
On your
What a
15-minute
low-tech
break,
guy like
nice.
Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is
Said
a
A Styles
mystery.
is here. He
I
was
almost
here a
don't
couple
wanna
minutes ago.
know.
I don't know if he's still
But
here.
as always, it's only a
I
matter
think he
of
is.
time before I
He's
find
lurking
out.
in the background. I was actually gonna start streaming a lot earlier tonight, but my girlfriend actually got home, or she was home all day, but she ran an errand and got home at a decent time, and then she actually wanted to spend some time together. I was like, okay, because we haven't got to do that in a while, so we chilled out for a bit, and then I took a little nap after I ate dinner. Anytime when I eat dinner, it like knocks me the fuck out. And I had a custom Philly cheesesteak with some fries, and it was so goddamn good. We got it from this place called Dynamite Grill, and it comes with steak. I think it's ribeye steak, um, Swiss cheese, and then onions and peppers. But then I had jalapenos added to mine, and then I had a little bit of Takis left in a bag, so I crushed those bitches up and like spread that out inside of it, and then poured my Cholula hot sauce on top of it. It was hot as a motherfucker, but it tasted good. I make my mouth water just thinking about it. And then they give you a good amount of fucking fries at that place too. So I picked the fuck out. My girlfriend couldn't even finish her fries, so I had to finish them for her. So I ate like a fucking probably like 3-4 potatoes worth of fries. So after that, I was outsies.
I've got a lead on the clockwork part. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
Oh shit! I just realized something. I didn't get the rest of the bottles on that fucking level. I need my power up. I heard where 2 of them were. I think I need 3. Hey, the spotlights are gone. I feel like I heard one somewhere right here. Maybe not. Damn right. Y'all fuck off. I know one was over here. There it is. And while I'm here, I will take this. treasure up there. I actually have to get the treasures for a trophy, but they also would come in handy right now with getting a lot of extra money towards power-ups. This one especially. And kill guards without making a sound now. Why I feel like I just heard a bottle. I think I'm just hearing shit. He's so good he can do both. Look at him. This job is way easier than Lowe's. Yeah, my aunt used to work at Lowe's, and she's like an older lady, and they seem like they made her work her ass off there. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how much she got paid there, but I was like, it don't sound like enough. So at least at Walmart they pay better now, because when I worked at Walmart they didn't pay for dick. Especially for the amount of work they had us doing. It was ridiculous. Why does the camera angle keep getting stuck? Don't fall. There we go. Got it. You must have never been a sales specialist at Lowe's. That was pretty easy for you. No, he was an overnight receiver. Lowe's, you were getting 13. Not worth all that to work for. Not all that work for 13. Said I was making fucking like 10 at the most, I think, when I was working at Walmart. And I was doing backroom shit, unloading the trucks, driving the forklift to load pallets up on the trucks and shit, picking out back stock out of the freezers, all that bullshit. Taking the shit out to the floor. Sometimes they'd actually have to make us go out and work the floor, which, well, when I started there, I was working the garden center, and then I did stocking, like overnight stocking. Then I went to, I don't even remember what they called it. It was like basically like a back room receiver person. I forgot what it was called, but that was my favorite position. Like, I liked doing the backroom shit more, but garden center wasn't too bad. Garden center was pretty chill, and I liked working the register. Like, working the register is easy as fuck. And I was actually good at that because I know how I like my groceries stacked in bags, so I was able to fill the bags up pretty fast and get people out of there. So that way I could have more downtime and just chill. Do y'all have Sidekick yet, Carlos? It's basically AI assigning all the areas for the managers. Oh god, they're starting to use AI for that shit now? I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but AI will run everything in the next fucking 20 years, it looks like. I know I heard a second bottle there, but we're just gonna walk around, see if we can hear things. Got it. No, not yet. You've been doing 99s and dairy and juice. 99 sounds familiar. I haven't worked at Walmart in what, 11 years? 2014, I think was when yeah, 13 and 14 is when I worked there. You got 1 minute. Fuck AI. Shit gives you 10 plus tasks to other people's 3 to 5. That's how it be. I had one job. It was basically like food shit, like bags of popcorn, like movie theater type shit, and like stores, stuff like that. And I remember they would give certain people orders where it was literally you would just go to that section and pick up an entire pallet of it and then just drop it off. So you'd see like everyone's count for the hours, and they'd have like 3,000 shit to my like 400, where I'm having to like pick up one thing at like one item at a fucking time, having to stop. And I was like, at one point, I'm like, can I at least get like one of those? I'm like, they're getting paid so much more money. Like I found out that this dude, he made, because at a certain amount of items picked, whatever it was called, you got like bonus money. This guy told me how much bonus money he was getting paid, more bonus money than I was getting paid for the week. Like like his bonus money for the week was more than my regular paycheck, and I was like, that's bullshit. I'm like, he's literally just picking that pallet up and dropping it off. He's not actually having to pick shit up off the pallet. It was, and then they brought some other people from another company, because I guess the company got absorbed or something, and then they gave them a lot of those orders. I'm like, we fucking some of us have been here for a while. Like, what the fuck? And I was one of the like I was the fastest picker that was outside of that, like not the ones that got to pick the pallets. I would like compete with them motherfuckers, like almost get some of their numbers sometimes, because I was like trying to prove I'm like, I can fucking do this shit. You give me some of them orders, I'll be knocking this shit out all night. Like all those bulk orders would be fucking out, but they kept fucking around with me. Then I ended up getting fired over his bitch ass manager. Story for another day. But fuck that job. Ain't no one actually take 15 at your store. Yeah, I remember our breaks were never on like at the times they were supposed to be, because it was depending on when the truck was there, blah blah blah. Other than like lunch, I think was the only like one that we had to take at a specific time. Uh, and some people would take longer breaks. Like shit, when I worked at Kroger, I used to do that all the time. Sometimes we're supposed to take like a 15-minute break every 2 hours. I'd bank all my shit at once. I'd take a fucking like 45-minute break and then just work the rest of the night all the way through. I'd be driving around smoking my shit so I can get through the fucking night, listening to J Stream and all that bullshit. But man, Kroger, that was the last job I had before the one I have now. I fucking hated it. Where are these last two fucking bottles? That's how much I need, right? Or I can't even fucking see how much I need. Pretty sure it's 2. 99s are sausage ham Lunchables. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember like the numbers, like the sections on the little scanners that we had at the time. But when I worked back room, I didn't really do a whole lot of frozen slash refrigerated stuff. It was a lot of the the GM stuff, pretty much. But I liked the forklift. There was only one other guy who was forklift certified, and he's still there too. I went there recently. He's still at the Walmart I worked at, and uh, he was the only guy that was certified to do the forklift, and he had been doing it apparently for like 15 years. And like other people would kind of train, but then he would still have to pretty much do it every time because nobody could really do it that well. And I was good at driving the forklift, and I liked doing it. So like every time it came up, they would ask him, "Do you want to do it, or do you want him to do it?" And he'd be like, "Give it to him. I don't want to do that shit." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like it's like I get to sit down and just drive this shit around, literally picking up stacks of pallets from one side of the store and bringing them to the other. So I'd sit there with my headphone in. Shit was legit. Because that would take up like 2 hours of my night every time. Might come back for these bottles so I can do some missions because I ain't having no luck. Like I've ran around this whole fucking map 2 or 3 times now. Back to work, you got your earbud in. Alright, Carlos, we'll appreciate you commenting, and thank you for continuing to be here. You never said what happened with your shit earlier, though. Like, what happened with that subscription mine? Oh, I hear a bottle. Hey, Squiggles, cuts in the angry ghost is better than you. Eh, you're not wrong. But where the fuck is he? Tell me that. I bet you money you can't get him to show up. Boss man Ramon stopping by to say howdy. Well, what's up, boss man? Gabba gabba hey, motherfucker. I should start using that. People say hey all the time. Hey, what's up? Fuck it. I need to start saying gabba gabba hey. Bring that shit back. If you know, you know. You're still here just listening. Yeah, I know, Carlos. I'm just giving you shit. Oh, I heard the other bottle. Did I really just get lucky and find all of them? Like the last 2 that I needed. Where the fuck is it? I think it's on top of the cop station. Ah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. Now we get the, oh, now we get the power up. You don't know it unsubbed some of your other channels you follow? Yeah, that's weird. I remember people saying that over the years that shit happens to them. I've never had that happen to me, but so many people I know have had that happen to them. Actually, I think there was one time, I forgot what channel it was, and I was like, I know I fucking subscribed to this channel. Like, I love this channel, and fuck, I can't remember what it was. I was like, there's no reason I would have unsubscribed from them unless I accidentally clicked it somehow. But yeah, I just thought it was funny when it popped up. I'm like, motherfucker. I was like, well, at least I know it's Carlos, so I know it wasn't something else other than probably a mistake or some weird shit.
really good in here. Punch in
I was about to say, just
969.
tell me the fucking code, motherfucker. Why do we always gotta have something cute to say? Ooh, is this the one I needed? Rage bomb? Yeah! So I need to come back in this room and use this shit on those
You've got
wolves.
the rage bomb move.
Trophy! Is that a bronze? Oh shit, wrong button. Let's try this. Basically just let them kill each other. Come on. Yeah, beat the shit out of each other. Let's go. I think I'm also not supposed to be seen, but they haven't tried to attack me yet, so. But I probably should have jumped up on that chandelier, whatever you want to call that thing. You wonder why Jay's been streaming earlier than usual? Well, he told me he wanted to start doing weekday streams from like 9 p.m. to 12. Uh, but then I mean, he also streamed last night, so I said I think he's just streaming when he feels like it. See now what I do because motherfucker's still. You know what's gonna happen. That's annoying. God damn it. Okay, I see what I need to fill my thing up all the way before I go in there. I gotta piss again. He's getting old. He can't do all-nighters with us. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think he's been having other shit going on. I'm not too sure though. What up, Carbonite? How you doing tonight, man? He needs a new guest host to spice things up. Hint, hint. Yeah, hint, hint. Shit. So he invites me over. I'll be there. So we go out all the time, but he's very private with his house, which I respect. Even though motherfucker came in my house and violated me. Yeah, there's some nights where we both stream. I'm like, fuck it. We come over there and help him finally get his Tony Hawk Platinum. I always give him shit about that. But I said he had Tim on there more last week. I don't know what Tim's schedule's been, but he was streaming nights. I thought he was supposed to be working, but maybe his shit got switched around. Wasn't Squiggles on a Shady J arcade episode? Yeah, it was an arcade vlog. I helped him pick up a Donkey Kong Junior cabinet. That was that was my one and only like real time on any videos of theirs. I think I was in the background of a Game Chasers video at Retropalooza, but actually being on camera, which was very weird. Still weird. Like at this recent Retropalooza, we were helping unload cabinets, and they were filming little interviews with us. And I don't know if that video will ever come out, but it was very awkward, like having to talk to a camera as if I have something interesting to say. I made everyone laugh though. I don't even remember what I said, but I was like, hey, maybe it'll come out good for me. I think it was like something like, how did I get involved with helping out with the shit? I was like, yeah, I was local, blah blah blah, and love the channel, and just offered my help, and you know, Jay gives us beer and food, or he was like, he gives us beer, and the hangout's fun, and beyond that, I don't give a fuck, something like that, and then everybody started laughing. You're gonna start pushing for it again. I don't push them. Like I don't want that. I've told them that I've told them that before. Like I've brought it up to them before. I was like, people ask me to do it. I'm like, and that's on you, you know. But I told them that's why I started doing my own stream, was because people were like, well, if you're not gonna go on his stream, you should do your own shit. And I was like, if you want me to, I guess. I don't think I'm that interesting, but yeah. And I might as well. It's like I play games anyway. I might as well just play games and talk to people. So especially because now I'm getting y'all to pressure me into watching movies, which I need. Fucking hate the red barrels on this level. They blend in too well. There we go. When is the bar going to open up? I don't know, dude. Well, he's not doing a barcade anymore. He said he's gonna. Well, he's still gonna open like a bar, but it's like I guess like a 80s theme bar or some shit like that. But he's selling off most of his arcade machines. He sold a decent amount of them, I think, so far, but he's still got a lot to sell. I want. He restored a Donkey Kong machine. I don't know if you saw that video, Ace. It was like 2, 3 months ago. I wanted that cabinet so fucking bad. Donkey Kong's always been like my main cabinet. I've always wanted to get an original, but I couldn't afford it. And he was basically gonna give me bro price for it. But I was still like, yeah, I'm about to move. I don't have the money. And he was like, all good, man. He's like, there's always, I got two more, and I come across them all the time. So, and shout out to Jay, because he's been sending me links to pool tables on Facebook Marketplace, because I've been saying a lot how I want to get my own table so I can practice at home, so I don't embarrass myself out in public, and that way we can like come over here and uh, save money on beers. We'll throw on music on speakers and shit. Throw the game on, whatever. And hell, if it ever came down to it and they were down to do it, I could stream that shit too. Set up my phone and have a little pool stream. A billiards stream. Not a swimming pool stream. I hope they kill each other this time because I don't want to have to look up if I'm doing something wrong. I had one before that too. You were helping Jay unload like 2 years ago. I don't think I was in a video. Like the first video I remember being in was the one I helped him pick up that arcade, and that was the year that. Yeah, that was the year I met him. It was a couple months after I met him. Um, I met him in January of 21. I think that was June or July of 21 when we went and got that Donkey Kong Junior cab, and then it was October when I helped him with Retropalooza for the first time. God damn it, I'm gonna have to look this up. What a stupid trophy name. Blind with Rage. Slide to Blind with Rage. The guide I'm watching, it even says it's a tricky trophy. Yeah, I think it is kind of a little bit of luck base. So we'll rewind it to when I had full power. And we will also use the alarm clock. At least I hit them all. Wow, I missed a lot of comments. Hold on. Yeah, you've seen you and A Styles on OK Chiefs Retropalooza vlogs a couple times. Yeah, that's a funny thing. I love going to watch people's Retropalooza videos because it's fun. Like when you like see like for 5 seconds, like oh there I am doing shit. But this last Retropalooza, I wasn't in a lot of shit because the first day, like most people film on Saturday, and you could see me and A Styles on Chief's video, yeah, when he was unloading. But every other video I watched, you couldn't see me because I was sitting with the voice actors that whole Saturday, like the whole fucking day. Shout out Brian Cummings, cool guy. Uh, Campaigning for it, not pushing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could bring it up, but yeah, I mean, he knows. Like I said, we've had to talk about it before about people asking for it, but so, that's his own thing. If he ever is lonely one night and I have nothing going on, he knows I'll show up and I'll bring the beers. Someone had to fill in when Jay's not on, a place for everyone to go to. Well, that's another reason why I like streaming, um, because the J people trickle over, who I'm cool with, so It's like I want to be able to communicate more with people outside of just whenever he's in the chat, you know. How did I get C? Hopefully they all kill each other. Hold on. You seen that video? Plus a pool table will entice him. Well, yeah, that's what I'm like. Fuck, if I get a pool table, it's on. We're like parties here. But it's mainly just so I can practice because I've gotten a little better going out with them pretty much once a week for the last like 2 or 3 months. But some nights it's embarrassing how bad I do. Part of it's I'm just like having fun. I'm not sitting there like focusing as much as I should be, but now I'm trying to lock in every time I do go play. You think he was in OK Chief's video during the boxing fight? Yeah, I'm sure I was in the background because he was so if he was sitting where I am right now, I was like to the left on the other side of the ring. And I'm pretty sure you could see him in my video too, my stream that I did. I love that Chief does that shit though. He has like those 2.5 hour, just like just has the camera set up going so you can just see like how the convention goes throughout the day. It's like almost like he's live streaming it. It's pretty cool. Pool tables take a ton of space. Had to sell mine that when I bought your house or when I bought my house, stupid because they are crazy expensive now. Yeah, see, like I'm kind of bougie. I kind of want like one that you can actually get at a bar, like those Valley tables, but they are heavy as fuck and they're expensive. So I might just go kind of basic for now, see what I can get. But I see a lot of good ones on Marketplace for like 100 to like 300-400 bucks. So getting some cues and uh, a set of balls. That's what she said. Uh, probably about 500 bucks, I would say, for now at least. But some of them Valley ones are pretty nice. I just saw one the other day. Like somebody had redone the whole felt top and everything. It looked fucking nice, and they wanted like 1,200 bucks for it. It's like, fuck, man. If I had 1,200 bucks to drop right now, I'd buy it. It's like one of those like legit, like at the bar, coin operated. You know, I need to get my own stick. Yeah, like I said, probably will eventually, but I need to get better first. It'd be kind of embarrassing to show up with your own stick, looking like you're a badass, and then you can't even break properly. You know. What game do y'all play? Official rules or agreed upon rules? I think Jay says it's called BCS rules. So it's basically like 9 ball, but or whatever like stripe solids, and then there's scratching, and then if like uh, ball in hand is what we do if you don't hit your own ball or whatever. Uh, but it's pretty basic. 8 ball, 9 ball, whatever it's fucking called. I always choke at the 8 ball. Like every time I've gotten down to the 8 ball, I'll call the pocket and I'll just barely fucking miss it, and then somebody will come back from behind and fucking get me. But A Styles was there that night. Or no, were you no A Styles, were you there that night? No, because Jay was there and you weren't there that night. That's right. So there was one night, it was like the last month, me, Tim, and Jay went out and we were playing, and Tim was talking all this shit that he was about to beat me, and I was just sitting there watching. I'm like, all right, I got you. I was like, whatever. And he set up for the 8 ball, and I saw he didn't call the shot. So I had it in my head. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, I got him now. And he hit the ball and he made it in, and he had this smug look on his face. I was like, you didn't call it, and you just saw like his face drop. And Jay was like, "You didn't call?" He's like, "No, you didn't fucking call it." And Tim was like, "I fucking meant you know it was implied." And we are like, "Nah, dog. Like, nah, you didn't call it. That's the rules. You didn't call your fucking 8 ball shot. You fucking lost, dude." And Jay was like, "He's right. He got you." And I was like, "Ah." I was like, how's it feel to lose on a technicality? You fucking bitch." He was pissed. It was so fucking funny though. Yeah, he was pretty pissed off. Then he wanted a rematch, and then he made sure the next time to call that ball, and ended up beating me, bitch. I don't know how else to get this guy. See, I alerted. That's the thing. I'm gonna alert the fucking spider. God, this trophy's fucking annoying. Oh, that gave me a little bit of hope. What button was it? L2. Wait. Oh, that's not enough. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Well, he's not alerted, so maybe it'll count. He's not dying by the bomb, though. Oh, this is annoying. Hmm. Oh, I see. So this guy that does this guide, he's trying to get the guy close to the fire and then hit him in with that last bomb. I see you. I did this on the PS4 version and it was not this hard the first time. Oh no, let's not rewind that far. That's a little excessive. Uh, you love the long vids he puts out. Yeah, it's I love seeing that shit, just seeing how a convention just runs. But then it makes me fucking jealous every time. I'm like, God damn, I wish I was at that convention. Like at Retropalooza last year, I didn't get to buy but one thing, so this year I'm itching to get some good shit. I have a lot of fucking games on my backlog to buy. You agree? A style's your own queue at least. Yeah, see, I'll get one. The sticks are trash. That's why you won't get better playing with them. I mean, some are trash. Like the no frills ones, they're all pretty worn down. But some of the scooters ones were pretty good. We beat them on a technicality. We did. You think winning without sinking a single ball is a feat? Yeah, it is. That's what's funny about this shit. It's like it's funny. I said it the other day. I'll put random videos on in the background for lighting, and usually it always pops up those like Game Chaser season compilations. So I usually just click on those. Right now it's the episode where Jay buys the Trog cabinet. It's showing him buying the cabinet right now, which he still has. It's funny. It's crazy to think too. I remember watching that video when it came out. Like, damn, motherfucker got Trog, and then I've helped move that thing several times and gotten to play on it. It's pretty cool. Trog's a game I plan on beating on stream at some point. So I need to get my power back up. There we go. Like that. Hopefully it works this time. If it don't, we might come back to it. And go back to a fucking actual mission where some shit is getting done. Chill up here and watch the fights. How the fuck? That didn't work like it was supposed to. Didn't work like I wanted to at all. Try to get the angle right. Yeah, there we go. Got it. See that shit? Got that trophy, motherfucker. I wonder if Jay is losing money selling those arcades. I imagine paying for storage all this time costs a lot. Yeah, you're not wrong, but at this point, you know, it's better to cut his losses where he's at than, you know, occur more losses. Uh, said I wish I could buy some of those machines because some of those are really nice, but it is what it is. Do any of the bars y'all go to do UFC fights? I think No Frills might. I'm not sure. I don't remember if Hayes ever mentioned that. That's something I've actually been wanting to get into because I'm like, damn, I love Cobra Kai and like, I like martial arts movies. Like, why the fuck am I not into MMA, UFC type shit? It's where people are actually fighting, like in real life. So I want to try to start watching some of the fights. I never know when they're on. I need to start following more UFC pages, I guess, so I can keep up with the shit. Big 3 units ain't cheap. Wait, 3 big units ain't cheap. What are you talking about, A-Styles? 3 big units. Oh, you're talking about storage units. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I said I'm not into his business like that, but I can imagine he's paid a good amount for those storage units over the years. Alright, well we got everything here now. So let's save it and then we'll go to the next level. You think Chief has 5 units? I wouldn't put it past him. Chief has like a fucking gold mine, dude. I think he was talking about last year, like cutting back on some of his like convention appearances or something, or I forgot how he worded it, but I was like, no, like you have the best booth. You always have the best shit. You'll send me some fights to watch. Yeah, I've thought about that too, like going back and watching some of the older fights that I hear about, because I hear about on Joe Rogan or fucking Steve-O's podcast, or a lot of people talk about UFC fights. I'm always just like, yeah, I need to get into it. I also want to go back and watch some of the old Ali fights and Tyson fights. Anytime I see a bottle, I have to go for it. So I don't miss it later. I just know because I've asked a few times. You've asked about how much the storage units cost, or about how Chief has 5 units.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard.
So I haven't really got to
Now,
like talk to
climbing up a
Chief
sheer rock
like that.
wall,
Like it's
that'll be
always like here, you know, like
Took
passing type shit, you know.
popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are
I still don't think he knows who I
I'm
am.
guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
Every time I say, I'm like, hey, it's good to see you, man. And he's like, oh, it's good to see you again, man. He's like, yeah, you too, man. But I'm like, I don't think he knows who I
Thanks
am.
for
I
the
think he
tip.
just
I'll
like,
give it a try.
is that, you know, he's being nice. Like, yeah, like, yeah, I remember you too. But again, it's just because I haven't really talked to him. I bought that my Power Ranger gumball machine up there from him, which I'm getting tempted to take out of the box. I think it would look cooler outside of the box. And I can't remember if it's sealed. If it's not sealed, I'm just going to take it out and keep the box on the side. If it is sealed, I might keep it sealed. But then again, it was only $20, so it's not like it's worth a fuck ton of money because it's sealed. And plus, I think it would look cooler outside. Like that's why I started doing my pop figures outside the box. I think they just look better. You get to see the whole thing, and they're not that appealing any. Like pop figures aren't that appealing anyway, so you might as well try to make them look better than just a wall of boxes. You know. How many Jay has? Chief mentioned it in a video. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you've been to the storage unit, haven't you, A Styles? Well, I'm pretty sure you've been there. So you would have seen the three units. Chief is that kind of guy who treats everyone like he knows them. Like, is the kind of guy who treats everyone like he knows them. Yeah, yeah. Chief's one of like the best guys I've met too, and that's why like I want to know him better. Like I want to hang out with him more, but he he kind of does his own thing at the conventions. Like he's never at the after parties. I think he goes to dinner like with Jay before and maybe at the end, but Chief is Chief. Great guy though, and always has the best shit. You haven't been there? Damn, I thought you were there not this year, but the year before. I thought you were there for a little while. But maybe I think you did leave. You were like, I'm ready to go the fuck home. You just dipped out. Gotta take a quick piss. But shit, yeah, maybe this year you can help with what you can with storage units. Have y'all ever met Redneck Chris? Oh yeah. He funny enough, I used to go on Chris's streams a few years ago and we became like cool through there, whatever. And he was at the boxing match, whatever you want to call it, at Retropalooza this year. And I actually caught it. I have it on my stream. I walked up to him because I saw him. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "You don't remember who I am, do you?" And he was like you could tell he was like trying to remember. And I was like, "It's Squiggles." He's like, "Oh shit," because he's like, "Dude, it's been a few years, like since he last saw me." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I was like, "But I was like, hey, fuck you, you forget me, motherfucker." And then that night, uh after party stuff, we were like talking, and he was just talking politics to me the whole time, asking me who I was voting for and all that kind of shit. But Chris is a good guy. Chris is fucking hilarious. Like, you think he's funny in the videos, but he's way funnier in person. You wouldn't mind smoking with Chief, but it doesn't seem like he likes smoke. Doesn't seem like he smokes anymore. I didn't know he smoked at all, so that's news to me. Chief is a fucking trip. Yeah, every time I've been around Chief, I love the guy. Or no, Chris is a fucking trip. Well, I love Chief too, but yeah, Chris is a trip. Like sometimes he can say like the craziest shit, but then he's also just like a cool guy to hang around. Like he's a party in himself. So I wish I actually saw Chris more. When he was streaming, he had some friends on his stream, and one of them was like, "We got to hang out with Squiggles," and uh, I got invited once, but then I forgot what happened that night. It was like late or something. I was like, "Fuck, I can't make it out tonight." Like that's an hour and a half away, and it's already late. And then never heard anything after that. Alrighty. He made a big old deal about people touching his hat. Then he asked me to grab it for him. I was like, "Are you sure?" Oh yeah, yeah. He takes that hat very seriously because it's like a. I think he said it was like a $650 hat. So I don't blame him. You don't think he voted for Kamala? You're not wrong. He did not. But yeah, he was asking like he was just like asking me all this shit, and then he was talking about is it like if he had to make a compound if the world went to shit, and he was like, I might. He's like, you, I would hesitate to shoot you. He said, I'd probably wound you though, and then bring you inside. I'm like, why would you fucking wound me? He's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can fully trust you yet. It's like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? They're gonna shoot me in the leg like a bitch? Chief used to be OK Chief 420. Oh, I think I did used to see that actually, the 420 thing. Squeaks is pissing more than Jay. Hey, it is what it is. I drinking I'm drinking Michelob, which is a light beer. I don't usually drink light beers, but funny enough, these Michelobs they get me buzzed about as fast as banquets do. But I think it's also because they're 16 ounces. But you know, is what it is. Man's got to piss. Man's got to piss. What are you gonna do about it? Also, ice fucking cold beer, so that doesn't help my cause. And I'm smoking, which Jay don't do. This reminds me, I need to respond to a comment I got on a one of my old Jay clips of who was there when Tim said he was gonna stop smoking, when people were like all gung ho for Tim, and then somebody commented on it today, was like, doesn't Tim still take smoke breaks on stream, or am I tripping? Like, no, you're not wrong. That didn't last long. This didn't come up under Sly Cooper, but you found it somehow. Well, I appreciate you being here, Sticks. This probably isn't your typical Sly Cooper stream because I'm drinking beers and shit, and it's paused, but Sly Cooper is one of my favorite games of all time. Mainly this one, the second. But I grew up playing these games religiously. I love everything about them.
Jackpot, Sly. That's Sean Bisson.
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
That never happened.
Just stay out of sight.
What never
and
happened,
take a
Carlos?
picture of each of his train routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the
Now I'm
clockwork
confused.
parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here.
Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze?
Of course, for you, chum, always. Although must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone?
Yeah, I can think better while my legs
Just
move.
skipped around his ass.
Pumps blood to your brain.
Yes, of course.
You're playing the third one right now, but you missed the bottles from the second game. Bottle hunts are the best. Yeah, I just finished, so I'm playing the PS5 version right now, but I just finished doing the third one on the PS4 version, got the platinum. Growing up, the third one was always kind of like off for me. Like, I didn't like it as much as the first two, and I really hated the pirate boat section. But I don't know what it was this time. I got through it way faster, and I actually really liked the boat section this time. It was weird. But yeah, I did miss the bottles, but it made the game way faster to get through. It was crazy how fast I got through it.
Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those
What the fuck am
robotic
I
doohickeys
forgot I was supposed to...
feeding the
Oh, I
fire
was supposed to take
them
the
trains
pictures,
will run
duh.
all night and all day.
Recon.
I call them my iron horses.
So yeah, I in the last couple months I've platinumed 1, 2, and 3 on the PS4 versions, but now we're doing the PS5 versions. I did the 4 versions in my free time because my stream pretty much on Friday nights is like playing music and retro games, and then through the week trying to play through story mode games where we actually listen to the game audio, the music, all that shit.
In his trophy baths. Head for the fish on top of the fire.
So after Sly 2 will be Sly 3,
Excellent.
and then I think after that it'll be God of War 2018, which is a game I haven't played yet.
You're correct, sir.
Because the point of the stream, other than the fun music nights, is playing through games I've never played before and having an excuse to finally play them. But then we also have the childhood games like Sly Cooper that we either play for fun or for platinum trophies. Quitting cigarettes? Oh yeah, yeah, it never happened. Yeah, Tim still, every time we go out, he's always got to go outside and have his smoke breaks. I'm glad I never got hooked on cigarettes. So I smoke my my weed, but I have never smoked a cigarette. And I think I'm too old now to start, so I think I'm done with cigarettes. Although they did look enticing growing up, but said at the same time I was just like, meh. Now, I played the fourth game. It brings back the bottles, but it's only on PS3 or Vita. Yeah, I played the... Well, what's funny is... So, I got the PS3 to play Thieves in Time, because I was such a huge... That's how big of a Sly Cooper fan I was growing up. I bought the PS3... Or, I got it for Christmas, but it was for Sly Cooper. And, funny enough, when I got it, I played it and didn't finish it. I was just like, it feels weird. It's not Sly Cooper. And then I think it was like 26. So this was like 2011. Or no, the game came out in 2013. So it was 2013 when I played it. And then I think it was like 2017 when I finally like actually sat down and played through the game. And I was like, oh, this is actually like not that bad. This is actually pretty fun. And I thought I platinumed it, but when I went back and looked at my all my trophies, I never actually platinumed it. So uh maybe after God of War, maybe if I can get my PS3 set back up, I might do that game. Because I think the last time I tried to use my PS3, the disk drive was starting to give me problems. But then also my aunt borrowed my PS3 controller, the charger cable, and I never got it back. And the last time I asked for it, she couldn't find it, so I had to buy another charger cable. Otherwise, I don't have a controller. But I need to get my PS3 set up because I missed out on the whole PS3 generation. I was a 360 guy, so pretty much every PS3 exclusive I missed out on. You never smoked cigarettes, but you got addicted to weed and alcohol, then quit all recreational drugs and became straight edge and vegan. Nice sticks. I don't know if I'll ever go vegan, but uh, I like smoking weed. I think I could say I'm probably addicted to it to an extent. But I could also, there's also days when I don't smoke as much and I'm like, I feel fine. Like I could go without it. Alcohol was always something that I never wanted to get into because my parents were alcoholics. And, you know, certain age started drinking. And now is, you know, I'll admit I'm an alcoholic to an extent. Not to an extent. But yeah. I'm a lot better than I was 2 years ago. I was drinking bottles of vodka like crazy. Now it's like I just drink beer every couple days. But I'm trying to get to where it's more of a social thing than drinking on stream is like for a stream is one thing, but like just drinking at home to chill out, like I'm trying to cut that out completely. Just kind of pointless. And I've had health issues related to alcohol because of how excessive the vodka drinking was a couple years ago. But like I said, I haven't. So I was buying vodka like every couple days, and now I haven't bought vodka in I think a year and a half. But then I started getting back on bourbon a little bit. But I don't really like bourbon or like whiskey is a lot harder for me to drink than like vodka. I could drink that easily, but bourbon, whiskey, it's harsher taste and it makes me sick faster. So every once in a while, I'll buy like the little shot bottles with my beer, but
Last trophy bass is above
and then
the fireplace.
Retropalooza, I'll usually buy a bottle.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys at Ponderosa Cabin
But
there's
I don't know.
someone been in my
Last few times I've drank
blueprints.
liquor,
Everyone stay
it
sharp.
really fucked my
This ain't no
stomach up, so
summer
it might
camp.
be
Tell from
liquored
the
out
boys at
for
Ponderosa
a while.
Cabin there's someone been in my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't no
TMNT 1 is one of the reasons you started smoking cigarettes as a kid.
That's the last of the
You're not making a good case for that movie, man. Yeah, I said you'd see people smoke cigarettes in movies and shows growing up, and that's what made it look cool. But at the same time, I was just always like, eh. Like, I didn't really like the smell of it.
Top of the
And
mountain,
then
huh?
I only got into
Shouldn't take
smoking
long.
weed because, I was a teenager, my friend was smoking it, and I liked the smell of it. So I remember one day I was like, fuck it. I think it was like $5 worth. That's like, and it was corn. If you know what corn is, shout out. But he went and got some, and or no, I think it was $10, but it was still corn, and we smoked it with the drink Venom. You crush the can, you cut a little hole in it, make it into a pipe, and that's how I smoked weed for the first time. And I was like, I felt so guilty. I was like, oh, what have I done? So I was a little goody goody before then. And then I didn't smoke again for a couple of years until I think it was my senior year in high school, and my friends were stoners. I started hanging out with the stoner crowd, and a lot of my humor was centered. So I just finally started trying it again, and I was like, oh, I was like, this is awesome. I love this shit. And my actually it was my cousin who he was the one that streamed with me about a month ago. He's the one that got me into smoking regularly, and I've been smoking uh I'd say regularly since like 2013, 2014. I'd say it's for sure 20 since 2015. There's probably been, I'd say maybe we'll say 30 days in the last 10 years where I didn't smoke like in a day. I've smoked every other day pretty much. It's hard to wait. You started smoking cigarettes at 16, but now you use vapes. It's been 6 years since you've had a cigarette. Nice, Carlos. My girlfriend, she smokes cigarettes, but she's on the vape thing right now. She'll she was buying cigarettes for a while, but she's been pretty good on the vapes for a while now. So that's why I'm glad I never got into it because my dad he had a lot of health problems because of his smoking, and he would always say he was gonna quit, and then he would always start trickling back into it. Like it's that's why like I never wanted to get into smoking, and I was like, oh, drinking won't be that bad. Like you could stop drinking, but when you got that in your genetics, whatever, to be an alcoholic, and then you're raised around that, shit happens. But I have a little bit more sense, I feel like, than my parents. Shout out to them. But like I know, like I understand that I have a problem. They never did. My mom's still alive. My dad passed away almost 2 years ago. But you know, uh, he got better about not drinking in the later years because he had to get a triple bypass surgery in 2015, but he could never kick the smoking all the way. Hope your health is better now. Eh, I still have issues I need to get taken care of. I didn't have health insurance and I just now got signed up for it within the last month. So 2025 will be the year of healing, hopefully. But like I said, at least I'm not drinking as heavily anymore. I still shouldn't drink as much beer as I do, but it's better than drinking fucking Smirnoff, like a fucking handle of Smirnoff every 2 or 3 days. Like I would literally buy a fucking handle and it'd be gone in like a day and a half. I would drink it, and I'd eat whatever I'd like excessively eat, go to sleep, wake up, immediately start drinking again. I was in a very depressed state, I guess, and just felt like it was okay. Like I was like, it's not hurting anything. I'm still going to work. I like I was a functioning alcoholic, and I still am, but I function a lot better, not on vodka. And I've had vodka in the year and a half since I bought it because my cousin had a bottle that when he moved out, he didn't want to bring it with him, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna waste it. I was like, I'm gonna drink it, but I was like, it's not gonna make me go back to it, and it didn't. I drank it, but I still didn't buy anymore. So I think it was August 10th, 2023. And one of the reasons I quit was because one of the last things I remember my dad saying to me on the phone was, he said every friend he ever had that was addicted to vodka specifically was dead. And I was like, after he died, which he was a whiskey drinker, like Canadian whiskey. But I was just like, if I'm gonna drink, I'm still gonna drink whatever. But I was like, I should, in honor of him not dying the same way a lot of his friends did, fucking drinking yourself to death with vodka. So, if it's offered to me at a bar, I won't turn it down. But I'm cut off from buying vodka. It like home consumption, because I know I'll just get right back on that wagon. You were drinking $11 handles of vodka. Yeah, the Smirnoff I was buying, I think it was like $20 for a handle. Or it was like I think like $17 because I started off getting the fucking bare basic one, which like rubbing alcohol. But then I would get either watermelon flavored, strawberry, or cherry. But usually watermelon was the go-to. And said I would drink through it like a day and a half, and then I'd take like a day off, usually day or two, and then I'd buy another one. So I was drinking like at least two of those a week. That cheap weed. Yeah, corn is the cheapest. It was corn. Oh, what was the other name? Dro. So corn was the shitty shit weed, and then Dro was like, oh, this is like the pretty decent weed, at the time. And then it wasn't until I started buying from my cousin's best friend growing up, but he used to charge way too fucking much. But he would get that good shit though. I remember like I get so high off that shit, and now I'm like I smoke every day. So God, I got the beer hiccups. Now I smoke every day to the point where it's like I don't even get high, and nobody believes me. They're like, "Yeah, of course you get high." I'm like, "No, I feel like this is how like a cigarette is to most people. Like I hit it and it makes you kind of like chill out, like makes it helps me calm down. But I don't sit there and I'm like, fuck, now I'm high. Like I just kind of feel like buzzed in a way, I guess. It's funny, corn. Wait. For me, I mean, it's different for everyone, you think. Yeah. I mean, of course, yeah, it's different for everyone. Some people can like quit cold turkey, some people can't quit at all. You know, it's everyone's mindset, it's their genetics, it's how they were brought. Like, there's so many factors to people's addictions, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever. Like my girlfriend, she's very open about she used to be very bad on heavy drugs, and she got clean like right before we met, and since we've been together, she's never went back to any of that shit. She's completely changed person from the person she told me she was, which if she didn't, it wouldn't have worked out because it sounded like a lot to handle before that. But it's cool that she's done it, so she's been helping me a lot with the alcohol thing, and she's very understanding of you know the difference between being just straight addicted to it and then having a good time. Like she doesn't mind me going out with Jay and whatever, drinking beers. It's more like the home thing, like I was saying earlier. Like she doesn't want me drinking at home by myself unless it's streaming or if somebody's over. It's funny. Corn is a South name for mid. Yeah, said corn was like it was great at the time, but yeah, thinking back to it, that shit sucked. You would never quit alcohol. See, that's how I feel. Like I want to get to a point where I can still have it. Like I don't want to get to the point where it's like you have to cut it off completely. Like you're that bad. I want to be able to balance because drink like I said, drinking alcohol like out at or like beers out at the bar, playing pool with Jay or any of your boys, anybody you can think of. It's such a good time. It makes everything so much more fun. Makes music better. The food's better. Reggie. There you go. There's the term. Reggie. That was another one. Yes. Reggie and Dro. So I think it was Corn, then Reggie, and then Dro was where it was like, oh, Dro's where you're getting to some good shit. That's what it was. Thank you, Carlos. Reggie that was the in between of Corn. That's funny, man. Reggie. I forgot about that term. Climb up to the saddle. Oh yeah, top of the thing. I just got hit by a train. I was reading the chat. Yeah, beer is cheap, but gets you fat. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like when I started drinking beer a lot more after quitting vodka, I got like 20 pounds heavier. But weird enough here lately, I guess it's because I've been cutting back and I don't like gorge myself eating like I used to do when I would drink vodka. But like the last couple of months, I've lost. Like in the last month, I think I've lost like 9-10 pounds, something like that. I'm trying to get back below 200. I was going like 220, 225 for a while, and I think right now I'm at like 213, 212, something like that. I haven't weighed myself in about a week, but shit, I was like, when I saw that 213, I remember I was like, holy shit, dude, sweet. You might be too young for swag.
We now know the location of all three of
Was
the
that a
local
type of weed?
clockwork parts.
It sounds kind of
Two lugs
swag
and a
sounds kind of
stomach.
familiar of something, but I don't know if that's what you're
John
talking
Bisson has
about.
granted each piece to the
Soju
engine
or
in
hard
one of his
cider, one
iron
of the
horse
easiest to drink
trades.
for you.
This improvement allows
Yeah,
the
see,
trains to run all
when I first started
night
drinking
and all
alcohol,
day. We won't have the luxury
I think I
of sneaking
started
in while
heavy.
they're
Like I
stopped.
went straight at Jack Daniels because that's what I
While
saw
they're
the
in
rock
motion,
stars
the only
and
way aboard
people
is through
in the
a
movies
hatch
and
on the
shit
caboose
drink, and I was
roof,
always like, fuck yeah,
which
like the late, like
unfortunately
you
has
see
been
that
locked
label, like
down.
it just looks legit. So I was like, fuck
Please
yeah, I
need
want to
to
try
go.
that. And I remember
First, collect the spice
drinking it,
gas
and I
from
was
the
like,
balloons
fuck, this
above
shit is
town,
so
and
harsh.
then
I had
land
never
on the
drank,
back of the
like I
caboose to blow off
literally
the locks.
was a virgin to
Once the
alcohol,
way
so I
is
remember like
cleared, I'll Well,
like
suit up
almost
and jump
gagging
in
it
the
up, and
Iron
it took
Horse
me a
number
long
1
time to get
while
to
it
where I could
passes
just
near
drink
town.
it straight and be
With some
fine.
luck, we'll have
And
the
most people
first
like
clockwork lug in a
because of
few
that they'll
hours.
mix drinks, and I like a good Jack and Coke, but it has to be perfect. Like otherwise, I'll just drink it straight. And uh, at the time, I was dating a girl that like we had to drink on the cheap, so we were drinking MD 2020, and even I just said it and my stomach started hurting. That shit makes you fucking queasy as a motherfucker, especially if you drink the whole bottle. It gets you drunk, but it's like the worst hangover ever, like legit. And I used to drink. My favorite was the banana red, and then secondary was the blue raspberry or whatever it was called. But MD 2020, dude. Ugh. So I can literally feel, I feel like the spit coming up to need to throw up because MD 2020 it leaves a bad impression on you. And it was funny because I didn't get into beer until a couple years later. Like I was never, I was a liquor guy before I was a beer guy. And I think the first beer I remember trying was Bud Light, which now I love Bud Light now, but at the time I was like, this tastes like fucking watered down piss. And the first beer I actually started liking was Corona. I remember I was with that ex-girlfriend of mine and one of my best friends, and they were like, well, if you don't like Bud Light, you're not gonna like Corona, like it's way more harsh. And I was like, fuck it, give me the Corona, I want to try it. And I drank it. I'm like, this actually has a flavor to it. I'm like, this tastes fucking good. And they were like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I was like, this is legit. So Corona's still like my favorite, my go-to usually. But over the years, you know, I've tried others. Like I got into Banquet because of Cobra Kai. Michelob I started drinking because of Jay and them. What's the other one? I feel like there's one other beer that I get sometimes. Well, I was on like a little draft beer kick for a while, so I was getting some of the Dallas Deep Ellum brewery shit, like Blue Moons. Blue Moons are actually pretty good, even though it's fruit in your beer, but they're good with food. Like if you're at a restaurant and you get a Blue Moon with a burger, it's pretty good. Red Juice the lowest, corn was mid. Are you sure? Maybe it was switched where I live, but I swear corn was like the cheap shit. Reggie was like a slight step above that, and then Dro was where it was. Dro was like Kush compared to that shit. And then if you could actually get Kush back then, it was like holy fuck. But my the friend that I smoked with, Paul, who I'm still friends with, he was like a huge stoner, so he had the hookups. And actually, the guy I get my stuff from now, I met through Paul. So shout out Paul. He was also my skateboard buddy growing up. Like he's literally like my best friend growing up. Honestly, we're still friends, but we're not anywhere near as best friends as we were. But we still talk about like he might be on stream one day. He wants to come over and play like Tony Hawk games and shit with me because that was our childhood. We'd skate outside all day, and then when it got dark, we'd come inside and play Tony Hawk, and then eventually skate and all those games. Cali Moat XO is surprisingly good. Red wine mixed with Coca-Cola. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Red wine mixed with Coca-Cola. I don't know if I'd like that, but if I ever see it, I'll try it. But I'm not a big wine guy, so that's why I'm like, wine and soda. I don't know. Corn had less seeds than Reggie. Shit, you ever buy the Mexican brickweed, A-Styles? I had it was my cousin's baby daddy who he died in a car wreck a couple years ago. Rest in peace, Juan. But he took me to go buy some from this guy, which, you know what, at the same time, fuck Juan, so I'm pretty sure he skimped me on my shit. But I went to go buy an ounce from this guy. This shit was the most packed together weed. Had fucking seed, like half of that shit was seeds. But it was cheap as fuck. Like I got an ounce for like fucking like $40 or some shit like that. It was crazy. And that was back when my tolerance was really low, so it actually worked for me. Because this would have been like 2018, so I'd probably been smoking about 3 years. But yeah, that Mexican brick weed, good lord, dude. That shit is packed tight. Very easy. Oh, it's easy? Okay. Oh yeah, if I see it, I'll buy a bottle and I'll try it. And I'll do it on stream too, so subscribe. So you can stay tuned. Because that's something that would be cool to do on stream too, is try different beers, different foods and shit. That's another thing like that I want to start doing if I can actually learn how to edit videos, even though I feel like I'm copying Jay and Pesci, but fucking every YouTuber does it. Start going to restaurants and trying foods, you know, grabbing grubs is what Jay calls it. I don't know what I'll call mine, but I think that'd be fun to do. So me and my girlfriend love going out to restaurants. And just like movies, I haven't tried a lot of food, so I'm learning through the years. Like last year, I had tried lasagna for the first time, and I liked it. But I'm like, damn, I can usually eat a lot. And we went to, it was Olive Garden, and I got lasagna, and that was like a meal that I actually couldn't eat all of it. I was like, fuck, I'm like full. Like, fuck, this is like way too filling. It blew my mind. But it was good as fuck though. I grew up more into Mexican food, so I miss the Italian food train, so I have a lot of that to catch up on. But I also think it'd be fun to do videos of like trying snacks from like different countries, or just snacks I've never tried. So I was sheltered a lot as a kid by my own accord to an extent. Like I just never branched out. There's also even worse, called Mexican dirtweed. Worse than Mexican brickweed? I could imagine. I'm sure there's like literally where it's like fucking oregano, basically. Your internet cut out. That is where physical media comes in. Gonna watch DVD, night all. Alright, Oscar, appreciate you being here, man. But I get it. My internet cut out the other day and I started using my Blu-rays too. Physical media forever. So if I love something, I'm always gonna go for the physical version. Every single time, even if it costs me a fucking arm and a leg. Depending on what it is. Well, what was that, a movie or... Fuck, what was it? There was a movie or a show recently I was like, I want to buy the Blu-ray for, and it's like a discontinued Blu-ray, so it's like $70. But I really want the movie. But I actually, come to think of it, I think the DVD version is probably like $5, so I'll probably opt in for the DVD. Because honestly, like, Blu-ray, I prefer Blu-ray, but DVD is not, like, outdated to the point where you can't use it at all. Like, DVD video still looks good. Especially if you got a good TV. And there's a lot of shit that I have on DVD because they don't have Blu-ray versions of it. But I need to upgrade, like, I think last year they came out with a Blu-ray version of Little Nicky, and that's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. And I think I bought the DVD for like $5, but the Blu-ray is like 30 or some shit on Amazon. I'm like, eh, I don't want to spend $30 on it, but maybe if it goes on sale one day. Your buddy's dad used to buy $200 pounds of dirt weed. Shit, $200 for a pound is, yeah, you. That tells you everything you need to know about what the quality of that weed was. $200 for a pound. That's insane. So meanwhile, I was paying like $40 for an ounce. Now I usually try to get it like an ounce, so I just go once a month, and I hate having to go pick it up. And ounce usually costs me $200, which I consider good because a lot of people try to charge $10 a G, which would be $280. So $200 for pretty good shit. I ran into my cousin today actually, and he could smell it on me. He's like, yeah, he's like, that shit's strong. I'm like, that's how, I wouldn't do it any other way. But at this point, because the fact that I don't really get high from it anymore, I think I need to start dabbing into the dab world. Get me a dab rig and start buying some oil or some wax. Because I like the taste of a dab, but I've only done a few, so if I space them out, I think it would be a... I think it would last me a little longer than flour would. I think you have to mix Calamote. I wish I said Calamoto, is what I'm gonna call it. Yourself, you've never seen it pre-mixed. You like to keep adding Coca-Cola to the red wine until I could no longer taste any alcohol. See, like I said, I like a Jack and Coke, or just whiskey and Coke in general, but it has to be the perfect mix. I don't like it when it's too alcohol flavor, but I also don't want it to taste just like Coca-Cola. Like I want it to taste alcoholic, but it's hard to. I think there's only been one time that I've ever gotten a Jack and Coke, and it was at a movie theater, where I was like, "Fuck, man, this is a good drink." Every other time, it's just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna chug it so I can get drunk." But I also try not to drink at movies, because drinking alcohol at a movie where it's cold and dark, it usually leads to me falling asleep. That happened when I went with an ex-girlfriend to see Detective Pikachu, and I drank. I think I drank a little bit before the movie, and then I got a drink at the movie, and I slept through the whole fucking thing. I don't remember 2 seconds of that movie. Why is the camera stuck? Usually you're supposed to be able to see up there. Get that bottle real quick. There we go.
Okay, Sly, we need to break into the Iron Horse trades.
Probably
The
2
only
ounces
way
of
in
seeds
through the
alone.
caboose is locked.
That's what that brickweed felt like for me, dude. It was literally like I remember I kept them in a bag. 'Cause I was like, oh, I could grow my own shit. But I'm like, why the fuck do I want to grow this shit?
How
Like
am I
there
supposed to
was
get up there to
the
collect the
bag
spice
filled up.
gas?
Like that's not good.
Commandeered this
That's when you
ice
know you
plant.
got some bullshit
Jump
weed.
on its strut, and he'll fly you up to a
But
good
so that
paragliding
was what when I was down bad and
Oh, and strap on a special vacuum backpack.
cousin's
It'll automatically
husband helped
collect
me
the
out.
spice
So
gas after you've popped a balloon.
Sounds like fun.
Once you've collected enough gas, you'll
when
have
you
to
got
land
butt off a
directly on
wicker,
the train's
it was all
caboose.
stems.
Why directly on
What
the
is wicker?
caboose?
Is that like a
Denatured
yeah,
spice
like a
gas is
delivery
very
service? You in
unstable
one
at
of them
lower
states
altitudes.
where you get your shit delivered?
Unless you land on the caboose, you won't have time to
What
get
up,
the gas
Pesci?
tank to the
There
lot
ain't no
before it
game
blows
over.
up.
So you're saying I either land on the caboose
I'm
or
assuming you
dip
ended
on the
stream
bits.
by now,
That's
Pesci.
correct. Chemistry can be a harsh
I
mistress.
popped in earlier. I don't know if you saw my comment or not.
Hang on tight. We're going up.
I'll spend more on wax probably. That's if I smoke my flower at work, like in the car and shit. The wax, like on a dab rig, I wouldn't be able to take that to work.
The spice gas is lighter
So
than
I actually
air.
think it would last me
Popping balloons
longer.
should keep you aloft.
I think it's worth experimenting with, at least. And if I start spending more, then I just go back to regular shit. Got it. You prefer dark and stormy ginger beer and dark rum or rum and coke? Jack and Coke has a weird aftertaste to me. Yeah, a lot of people they don't like Jack and Coke because Jack has that sour mash taste to it. So I'll usually get Jack or Coke or Jim Beam and Coke. Um, I forgot. I tried rum and Coke one time and I liked it, but I forgot which rum it was. Like I said, I like rum. It's just not my it's not my go-to. I'm usually just a whiskey guy. Whiskey or bourbon. Like, he won't turn. There we go. He was like stuck where you couldn't turn him at all. I had the stick all the way to the other direction. He would not fucking turn. Oh, I'm fucking up. I'm not getting enough gas. I was like, why is it still 0? God damn it. I actually like the snow levels in this game, but this is like the worst missions where you have to bounce off these fucking balloons. But yeah, that's right. You gotta fill up the backpack till it's green. I thought I did that for the first one though, because I hit a bunch of fucking balloons before I touched down.
That did it. You've got a full tank of gas. Time to land on a caboose.
Oosh. Kraken rum is good. I think I've heard of Kraken rum.
Back to the ice plane.
I might actually try that next time I want a mixed drink. So I've been kind of off the liquor kick though lately, trying to not go down that route. Because so you're new to this, Sticks, but the last time I drank liquor was about a month ago, and friends of mine who are the ones that got me into streaming, they came over to stream with me because they have a decent following on YouTube, and they pranked me because I got blackout drunk before they showed up. They broke into my house and they rearranged all my shit. And it was funny. Like, I'm not mad about it. It is what it is, but if anything, it was embarrassing. So I was like, God damn, I can't believe I got that drunk where motherfuckers were in my house and I didn't even know it. Well, I could have got murdered if it was somebody else. So I gotta be on my P's and Q's now. Because I do live in Texas, but I I have not had the money to purchase a gun yet,
The
but when
gas
I
tank
get
is
one,
full. Find a caboose
my
and try
rule of
for
thumb
it.
is you come into my house unprovoked, trying to start some shit. If I have anything to say about it, you get a bullet between your eyes, and
Meet Murray at
me
the ice
and you will
place.
answer to
You
God
guys are
when
doing
it's
great.
our
There's
time.
just one
Just yours
caboose
will be a
left.
lot sooner than mine. That's just how I see it. Don't fuck around, you won't find out. That's crazy. You gotta take care of yourself. Yeah, nah, I'm all good. So a lot of it's thanks to my girlfriend now. She has helped a lot with the drinking and getting life back on track, basically. I mean, shit, I just moved into this house this month. I'd probably be still living in a tiny ass apartment. Uh, well, I know I would be, but now I live in a fucking house, so pretty legit. And like I said, she had her own struggles over the years, so she's able to understand and help me with drinking. But again, I'm a lot better than I was. Like I don't feel as dependent on it. I like drinking. That's why I still drink, but I don't feel like I have to like I used to. But in saying that, I have to pee. So give me one sec. It's good that you're pursuing a healthier path and trying not to overdo it at least. Yeah, and actually she's got my girlfriend again, she's got me drinking like smoothie, like actually blending fucking fruits and shit, like not buying smoothies, like making fresh fucking smoothies. Got me going to the gym with her and shit, so hopefully there'll be more growth this year. We had to we had to put it off a little bit because of our moving and everything. We've been busy as fuck like the last 2 or 3 months, but we're about to start getting back to the gym, working out. I like doing a lot of muscle shit like lifting weights, so I miss doing that. Start bulking up so my weight actually means something. Anyway, give me one sec. Let's get back to this game. It's the one behind me, so I gotta.
You're full up on gas. Target the last caboose. Yes, you guys did it! All the Iron Horse trains are unlocked!
Noise.
Sly, it's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley.
I don't remember if the
know how to
controls are
handle
as
her.
bad in the second game as the third
I
game,
don't know where she's
but in the
gone
third
from,
game when you
Murray.
have to play as
I'm
Carmelita,
used to
good
having all the
God,
facts.
it is fucking
Calm
horrible. I
down.
can't remember.
Carmelita's not cruel. Like
Actually, I don't know if
Contessa.
you play as her in
I'll
the second
follow her
game.
without being seen.
Yeah, you don't play
She's
as her in
bound to
this one.
check
It's the
on
third
Murray
one.
Sooner or later.
Her
Okay,
controls in the third
that-
one are fucking
That's a
atrocious.
good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
Yeah, I gotta lure her to Murray. That's what it was. Right, so it said. I'll follow her. Yeah, follow her to Murray. That's what it is. Well, I know Murray's over there, but. Two a.m. Don't you got work tomorrow? Yeah, technically. But I can go whenever I damn well please, motherfucker. Aren't you supposed to be at work right now? Why you watching my clock, motherfucker? Also said I took a nap earlier, so I got some sleep in. I probably won't stream much longer, but it'll probably make me a little snacky snack before going to bed. Yeah, exactly. See, Carlos? Yeah. Shouldn't you be working? So over here watching my time clock, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I mean, fuck work in general, but still, like I said. Tell me, oh, don't you gotta go to work in the morning? Aren't you at work, motherfucker? Funny, me and Carlos both clocked you at the same time. There's Murray.
Hey, criminal. You doing okay in there? I know it's tight, but you won't get shocked if you hold still.
I'm okay. And thanks for that bag of jelly beans. I was starving.
Won't be long now. Once I bust the other members of your gang, we'll get out of here.
This
grateful
Carmelita was
for
always the
jelly
cool
beans
cop in the
and all,
game.
But aren't you on the outs with Interpol right now?
I'm an honest cop. Busting the Cooper gang will prove my innocence and show everyone that Constable Neela set me up.
You
I don't know what
mean
that hand shit was
Captain
right there.
Neela? I hear
I feel like she
got
just had a
promoted.
bout with Parkinson's for a second.
Whatever. Just sit tight. I'm going to look for your pals.
You can go slow it. You're still faster than everyone else. Shit, I hear that. That was me at Kroger.
Murray, I've come to break you out.
Fat chance.
Boss man wants to be
This thing is
sedated.
triple padlock
Shit.
and Inspector
Boss man,
Fox
you need to be
is
here on the
carrying
nights when I play music so I
Come
can
on,
so you can
buddy.
get me in my
You
Ramones
know I'm
mood.
an expert at pickpocketing.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better run for it. Carmelita's sure to notice
Or
and chase after
do a Ramones trivia video or something. We like doing the trivia stuff.
What? My keys!
How the fuck they still see me? Seriously?
I don't know where you went, but I know where you're going. Jail.
Good one. As I steal your second key.
What just... Cooper? Sooner or later, I'll get you.
Yeah, will you? How about I just steal your last key? Oop. There we go. Deuces.
What was that? I'll find you. You know I will.
Now we can go bust out Murray.
Thanks, pal. I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
Oh, good lord.
My pleasure.
I had a fucking Charlie
You know
horse
I love to mess around
this
with
morning. Yeah, it was this morning.
That's
Fucking
weird.
torture, dude.
See you back at
It's
the
like
safe
someone
house.
stabbing you with a screwdriver and then just fucking twisting it in your leg. Alright, I guess we'll do one more mission, then we'll call it. On train, let's go.
Run into the woods and kill us some bears, eh?
Whoa, slow down. Simmer down there, Sparky.
According to
Who
this
knows that
timetable,
reference?
Iron Horse number 1 should be passing by any time now.
I see it. It's moving awfully fast.
Just jump on the caboose and go in through the hatch. Piece of cake.
Whoa, slow down. It's like that fucking classic cartoon thing. I'm not gonna try to make that sound, but you know what it is. When they try to run. Old Scooby-Doo's sound shit. Oh, nope. There we go.
Chalk up one strange robot organ for us, and one less Iron Horse train for John Bassan.
Short fucking mission. We got one beer left. We're doing one more mission. Fuck it. One more beer, one more mission.
Things are going great. We've already stolen one of Jean Bassan's 3 clockwork parts. However, Iron Horse 2 and 3 are going to be a little
Fuck you at
tougher
A
to
Styles,
crack.
Carlos, you motherfuckers.
First, I'll need to hop aboard Iron Horse 2
Back
and
at
do
work.
a little preemptive RC chopper strike to clear out the air defenses. Once cleared, it'll be up to Sly to work his magic in the interior to get at that second clockwork lug. Murray, you'll need to trap some of the local bear cubs in order to unlock a nearby hand car. We're gonna need it to catch up with Iron Horse number 3. But don't worry, the cubs won't be hurt. Although I can't say the same for the guards.
We got any more money? No, I don't think so. That ass fucking Melted the block faster than I thought it would.
We'll need this hand car to chase down Iron Horse number 3. But for the time being, it's
Yeah, I
all
gotta
fenced
lure the
in.
bear out.
No
Put
problem.
the bear cub in the
I'll
thing.
tear that fence apart.
The metal's too resilient for my bombs or your muscle. No, for this job, we're going to have to rely on a stronger force. The love of a mother for her child.
You got
Are you on your
something to
break now,
tell me?
Carlos?
Yes, I've had the good
Have I been
fortune
streaming that
of
long that you just went on your second
juvenile
break?
bear cubs. If you put them together
There's no
inside
way.
that fence, they'd surely
How long
start
have I been
fighting.
streaming?
Bears at that age are particularly antisocial. Noise
Damn,
from
almost
the
3 hours.
squabbles
Nice.
should bring their mother around to free the angry
Shit, I
youth.
thought I was gonna get 2 hours
I
in.
get
I almost
ya.
got 3.
That big mama bear will be able to smash
We're gonna
the
get to
fence,
about
no
3.
problem to free her cubs.
Depending on how long this mission takes.
Beware, cubs, for you are hunted by the Murray.
The Murray. Oh, the bear is just so hard to deal with, though. I hate doing the bear shit. Because if you get hit by them bears, they will fuck you up from the flow up. I hate like wanting to put him in ball mode, but that doesn't happen until slide 3. Nope, let's just skip around you real quick.
Good work, Murray. I'll send you the coordinates to the next bear cub.
Alright, who else wants to fuck with me? See, every time they fuck around and then they find out and then they get their fucking asses beat. Your lunch break. Nice. Does your Walmart have a restaurant in there? I'm assuming they're closed regardless of the night, but the one that I used to work at, that we had a Subway in there. Yeah, I'm surprised I already found 23 of the 30 bottles on this level.
Sorry to say it,
There's
but
one
the
right
other
there.
cub is somewhere in this bear cave.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Be careful, Murray.
Right there. I'm gonna go for this bottle. I think it might have saw me. We're just gonna make a run for it. We're making a run for it, boys. She's the only one that might actually hit me. I'm juking her. I'm juking her. Juke!
That was fast. The
I actually did that shit. I'm surprised.
That was beautiful. Just like a nature documentary, only more violent.
God damn it. I said, fuck it. We're going to 3 hours, so we still got 13 minutes left. So we'll do one more. Hopefully it won't take too long. having to walk to missions is so fucking annoying.
Heads up, Bentley. Here comes Iron Horse number 2. You and that RC chopper of yours ready?
We'll get the job done, provided I can catch up with that train.
Caught up with it pretty easily if I do say so myself. Oh, this is about to be the RC shit. Oh, I gotta take a piss for this. This is about to be a whole fucking hassle and a fucking half, dude. One sec. Then we're gonna fuck this up. Alrighty. Final stretch of the mission.
Chance making it through this train unless I neutralize the aerial defenses. Good thing I outfitted the RC chopper with a new cannon. Let's see. The X button drops bombs and the square button shoots forward.
Yeah. Just get on with it. No, I didn't fall asleep again, Max. I had to go take a piss.
Bomb those
Thank you,
missile
though.
launchers before things get ugly.
Motherfucker. I have not fallen asleep on the stream at all tonight, and I will not. We are finishing this mission and the stream. Yeah, what's up, Maxim? Come on, give me some credit, motherfucker. Only passed out, what, 3 times? In the 4 or 5 months I've been streaming now. October, November, December, January. Yeah, 4 months. I went right into that motherfucker.
This is it! The final stretch! So close!
Medley strikes
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yes, the aerial defenses are down! Now it's all up to Sly to finish the job.
That was it. Oh shit. That ended abruptly. That's a little bit of a longer mission, so yeah, we're about to call it here. But shit, we got a lot done. Well, decent amount. We got the conversations in the middle. So yeah, we'll position Bentley right here. You know, he's about to probably get hit by the train. Save it. Alright, we're gonna end it here. Thank you everybody for being here. Max, I'm sorry you just now popped in, but I do have to work in a couple hours, so it is what it is. Did not fall asleep, for the record. But appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the support, subscribers, all that good shit. I might stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a up in the air kind of thing, but if not, for sure Wednesday I'll be back. We'll be back with more Sly Cooper. Hopefully Wednesday we can finish out Sly 2. Then we can hit Sly 3, and then we can move on to some God of War, or potentially something else if somebody entices me with something else more. And we're also going to start doing the movie stuff soon. I don't know if anybody's here still that were a part of that conversation earlier, but we're going to start doing movie drafts. Basically, we're going to have like a top 5 movies. We're going to put it to a poll. It's going to be picked, and then we're going to watch it on Discord. Mainly movies that I have never seen, so that way I have a reason to watch them with other people. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, all that good. Love you guys. Check you later. See ya.